Good afternoon, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is Kali exercise episode once again for Doc Cholo's vlog. Okay, let's take up something that's very common and popular that we may be able to see in YouTube Kali practitioners and tutorials. Okay, and I'm referring to the twirl. The twirl is actually you make a move such as this. Okay, so what you see on YouTube is basically something like we starting from they call it the chamber, okay, and then they rotate it and then they recover it back, something like this. Okay, I know you're familiar with this move, and a lot of them you use it with speed, the high speed. Okay, uh yeah, you can. Okay, it's a good exercise for the wrist. That's what they teach us. Okay, that's what they teach in the use of this move in Kali. You utilize most of the time is the wrist. Okay, something like this is what they teach us. But mind you, you can do these things when you're using the harness stick. Okay, the harness stick. It's made up of rattan. It's light. It's rounded. You can use the stick as a defensive weapon, of course, and you don't mind about which edge is uh, is being utilized to hit opponent. Okay, you don't mind. And though the twirl is not usually done to strike. Okay, I really, the way I understand it is that it's being utilized by a lot of practitioners for drills and exercise, okay, and purpose, not for the purpose of being a part of the strategy in combat, okay. So now let me give you another perspective. Let me try to analyze the Kali or the twirl being used in Kali, okay. So the other side of the coin is in the way I have learned Kali. We utilized the stick as a blade, and training and the practicing of the moves actually is patterned according to how you strike with the knife or strike with a blade. Okay, so if we analyze the move of the twirl, okay, they need to to make it quickly and to make it mainly wrist movement. You have to modify the grip and have the two finger grip, loosen up the third and fifth finger a bit, or not really very loose, but then to be able to make it twirl quickly, you have to do that. Okay, okay. I really actually don't recommend that. Okay, because the way we use Kali, in the way I learned it, we use the stick as a bolo. Okay, as a bolo, and thinking of the stick as a bolo, as you practice, you don't release your grip. You cannot release the grip like this when using this ball. This is the weight is quite different. Okay, I'm using a bolo that's normally found in the farm. This is an everyday carry in the countryside of the Philippines, and it's quite heavy. Mind you, these are locally made uh, instruments of the farm, and they are basically made either from the spring of trucks, the flat spring mostly, and that's how they forge this kind of bolo. Okay, and to compare the weight, it's so different. You know, if you use another stick that's also used as a weapon, okay, the kamagong stick or the iron wood. I have the iron wood as well, and it would be really difficult for you to utilize the moves, a circular move like this, using a heavy instrument or even the iron wood. Okay, the iron wood and the bolo is almost of the same weight. Okay, but then again, the reality of it, when you use a bolo, you don't do this. Okay, this is only for training and for drills when you use this kind of move, releasing two fingers, okay, to accommodate a wrist, a full wrist move of flexibility. Okay? So when you use the grip, as you grip the bolo, okay, you need to be able to do the same. Okay, you need to move this elbow inward and the ventral part of your arm upward. Okay, so to be able to do the right, okay, the way we are taught about this is when you do a twirl using a bolo, it doesn't start from here. Start from this, defense position. So a defensive position using a bolo is something like this. The bolo is in front, and when you try to do a twirl, okay, you drop the point, okay, and bring, okay, there's a dynamic, body dynamic as well, okay. So with this defensive position, you drop it this way, and with dynamics, body dynamics, and so you bring the tip backward a bit, and then you do a strike, vertical strike, drop it, put. Okay, so basically the move twirl is basically a vertical strike using a bladed weapon. It's actually a part of the a vertical strike that you recycle. Okay, so the move is actually like this. You may do it in front, drop it there, and you can recover it back there. Okay, or you can do it down, depending on the momentum that you need, or you can bring it back as far as back, and you can strike it vertically. But the move, the mechanics, the body mechanic goes with it as well. So you can rotate it in front of you, below you, and back. Okay, and that's how you do it with a knife or with a bolo. See? So this is the bolo. You start it with a defensive position like this, and when you do the strike, you drop it down. Okay, you drop it down with body mechanics. Okay, drop it down, and mind you, the edge of the knife is always in front of you. It ends up when your knife, or when you bolo, the tip of the bolo is already pointing forward. Okay, you don't move the wrist as you do this. Once it's pointed, then you drop, and then your body mechanics. Okay. Okay, so basically that's how the twirl actually works. It is a drill to be able to do the vertical strike sequentially. Okay, that's a vertical strike. You can change position as well and do the vertical strike on the opposite side of your body. You can cross it again. And mind you, take note of the leg movement. Okay, some tutorials say, or commonly you see, commonly what you see is that Kali has the foot. If you are right-handed and you are holding the arnis stick with your right hand, okay, the common position is the right foot forward. That's okay with the stick, because you can, it's so light. Okay, you can do this, and you can have, you actually have a lot move super fast. I can't even see the stick with a lot of masters doing the twirl and, okay, the abanico very fast. Okay, after the sparring, after the drills, they strike big and okay, I can't do that. Okay, and actually I'm not an expert or anything else, but I do this based on the principles that I have learned. Okay, and I have learned principles on the use of the blade. Okay, so it probably is different, and I'm not promoting it for combat, but actually this is exercise. And the benefit of using the stick first until you find that you are safe enough, okay, you are well versed enough with the moves. I think it's good for you to also acquire a real bolo for practice, because you have the weight that can develop your strength, and you can coordinate. You always be safe with your moves. Be sure to be safe with how you do it. Okay, take note of the leg movement, and I would recommend, if you use the bolo, okay, and you do the twirl, vertical or diagonal, vertical or the X or the diagonal, okay, move, and you, if you are right-handed, your left foot forward, okay, so that none of your body parts are near the path of the sharp edge of the instrument. Okay, see, if you have this and you do a vertical strike, okay, that's too close, to your knee and lower leg. Okay, and the momentum is not that strong. Okay, while if you do it with the left foot forward, okay, if you start with this, put it down. So you can see that it's quite far. Okay? You can change position as you do a diagonal, then you vertical, vertical. It's the same thing. Strike, then as your point is pointed outward, then you try to change the position of the ball. Okay, not much wrist movement. So, see, when you strike, the contact point is long, and your wrist doesn't move up to a point when you have to. When the point is already pointing outward towards your opponent, then that's the time you change the position, but still having the same grip. You put it down, body mechanics, move it, and then that's the momentum. Yeah. And so you see the difference, okay? And that's actually a twirl. It's not like what you see using the rattan. Okay, it's not the same. But let me qualify. I'm using a heavy bladed weapon. Even when I use the stick, it's the same thing. Okay, so you don't see me much using a quick twirl. Very seldom, or I actually am not used to doing it, but I can do it. So to me, when you use the twirl using the stick, with you can relax your two fingers in your grip, because you do a lot of wrist flexibility. Okay, but I don't do it from here. No, as many do. Okay, when you recover with the stick, you see if you start from here, you do it this way. Okay, then turn it. You don't have to put a lot of motion on the elbow, on the body mechanics. Okay, because you can do it with this. Okay, so from here, and then when you return it back, you start with the tip going up, then go there. Okay, okay. I do it differently. I start from here, drop it. Okay, start from here, drop it, strike. You can strike again. You can strike again. You can strike again. Okay. Same grip. Okay, so folks, just to make it clear again, by the way, a disclaimer: I am not the master. I'm not a grandmaster. I'm not an instructor. I am just like you, a fellow Filipino who uses Kali as a form of exercise. Okay, I don't promote combat, but the techniques that I utilize are combat techniques of Kali. Okay, and my use of the rattan stick actually is something that I use to simulate a long bladed instrument or a knife. So yun lang po, no? Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the session today, okay? So that's it. Bye-bye.